Yo, what's good YouTube? Welcome for this new video. So I got something special today. I made a brand new macro on the game Plant vs Brainrots. So as you can see, this is what it looks like, and I'm gonna show you every step to download this free macro and get it running. Now I do want to say, because I keep getting this question, macros are not bannable in Roblox. If you actually go and check Roblox terms of services, I'll put the link in the description. But if you go to the creator third-party app policy and you scroll down a little bit until you get here where we can see experience interaction, you will see executing automated in-game actions such as movement, which is what a macro does. It is not allowed except, just like they say right here, exception may be made for specific AFK style games experience and blah blah blah. So yeah, for games like Plant vs Brainrot, where a macro will not give you an unfair advantage over others, well, it is allowed. And so yeah, Roblox never banned people for this reason. For those who are wondering about this, because I know a lot of people are scared, you cannot get banned for this kind of macro. Anyways, now I'm gonna show you how to actually download this macro and start using it, because it is really powerful. As you can see, if we go to my inventory, I have a lot of seeds, and I've been running this macros for like 2 hours. And look at this, I got a carnivorous seed, I got grape seed here, I got watermelon, eggplant. So yeah, I got a lot of rare seeds, because yes, this macros will actually automatically buy stuff in the shops, and it is pretty good. You'll see in a moment. But first step, you will actually need to have auto hotkey. So I put a link in the description to the website, the official website, where you can actually download auto hotkey. For those wondering, auto hotkey is just an automation tool that allow people like me to make macros. And so yeah, it is open source and it is trusted by many people. A lot of macros actually use auto hotkeys. You can find more information on their website, but it is a really trusted tool used by many people. Now here's the important part. You actually want to download the v2.0. I used to do my macros on v1.1, but I switched to v2.0. So for this macro, you will need the v2.0. So we're gonna click on download here, and we're gonna save it somewhere. Then go to your file explorers and find the file that you just saved, and then double click on it to open it, and just click on install. It will say, are you sure you want to download this app? And just click on yes. And now you will see this right here, the auto hotkey dash. And we actually won't need this. You just click on X and you are ready to go. You have auto hotkey installed on your computer, and now the script for the macro is actually going to work, because without auto hotkey, it just won't work. Anyways, now that we have auto hotkey, we can now go to step 2, which is actually going to be downloading the macro. So this step is really easy. So you just have to go onto the description and join my macro Discord server. This is where I keep all of my macro links, including this Plant vs Brainrot macro. So once you joined the server, you should see something like this, and you want to go to the Plant vs Brainrot macro section, and then you want to go to macro download, and you want to download the latest version. In my case, I just started making Plant vs Brainrot macros as this video is being recorded, so I'm gonna take the version 1.01, but just take the latest version. I'm gonna download it right here. It's gonna say potential dangerous download. That's normal. Discord does that with every single files here. Just check it yourself if you don't believe me. But we're gonna continue to download here, and now we should have this zipped folder here in our file explorers, wherever you save that file. Really important, because a lot of people actually make a mistake here, but you want to right click and hit on extract all, and then you want to extract it just like that. Now you should have this window that pops up here. You want to click on Virage Plant vs Brainrot macro. You want to click on this file here, and then there you go. You will see main.hk, ocr.hk, readme, which is instruction if you want more help, but I will go over that in a second, and images, but that's not really important. What's important for us is main.hk. ocr.hk is just a text recognition. So basically, I use this in the macro to recognize text on the screen. It is also an auto hotkey script, but you won't need to worry about this. Just leave it there and click on main.hk. Now you should have the macro opened and ready to use. Well, almost ready to use, because there's some things you need to know before starting the macro. So we got the seeds tab. This is really simple. You just want to select any seeds that you want the macro to purchase in the shop. In my case, I'm gonna select all of them, then go to the gears section. Same thing as the seeds, select whatever you want. I'm gonna take everything. Then we got the settings tab. So the settings tab is really simple. You got here the macro speed. So there's 3 macro speeds that you can take. I recommend stable, because the macro doesn't have a lot of features yet. There's not gonna be any difference if you use any of these. You got the computer, and if it works for you, you can choose ultra or fast. I'm gonna use stable, but just so you know, fast and ultras is just a faster version of the macro. So yeah, try at your own risk. Stables works fine. Then we have UI navigation key. So basically what UI navigation is, it's on Roblox. If you go under your settings and look down at UI navigation toggle under the setting tab, you will see that if you use a certain key, you can enter UI navigation. And of course, you want to put this on, and also you want to check which key it is for you. As you can see, for me, it is this little dash here. So by default, this is what the macro uses, but if yours is different, just type whatever you got. Might be the dot, just put the one that will work for you, because for different language it is different. And UI navigation is used just to control your screen. As you can see, I can go around and select icons, and so yeah, this is just how the macros actually works. But yeah, you won't have to worry about this as long as it is on and you put the correct key right here. Everything should work fine. And then we have the next setting, auto align camera. This is really important. I suggest you put it on because the macro will basically not work if you don't, if you're not aligned correctly. So I'm gonna show you in a moment what I mean by that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the tab. We can almost start the macro now. So before you start the macros, need to have a full hotbars full of items. So as you can see, if you have an empty spot right here, you need to fill it up with anything, just because if you don't, the macro will not work properly because of the UI navigation. It is a little bit weird. So just put anything on the hotbar, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's not gonna use anything. So that's one requirement. And also I recommend you use a 1920 by 1080 screen resolution. You can use any resolution basically, but this one is the one that works best. And also one recommendation I have is to put your Roblox window in full windowed mode. So you don't want to put in full screen like this, you just want to put it in full window. But this is not really important. It can affect the macro sometimes. Normally it should not, so you should be fine. With that being said, it is finally time to start the macro and test it out. If we look onto the macros, to start the macro it is F5, and to stop the macro it is F7. So I'm gonna press F5. It's gonna start the alignment. So as I was saying, this is because I selected auto align. Oh, and as you can see, my macro was not working because I actually entered the wrong UI navigation key. A couple minutes ago when I deleted it, I actually replaced it with the wrong key. So instead of this one, it's actually this one. But now it should work fine. So if I press F5, it's gonna begin the alignment, and now it's gonna work. So as you can see, it's gonna do some weird stuff. Don't worry about it. It's just alignment. It should go to the seat shop if you have anything selected. And as we can remember, I had everything selected. So it is going up right now, and then it's gonna start looking if anything is in stock and purchasing those items. So as you can see, just bought cactus seeds, is gonna buy strawberry seeds, and so yeah, it's gonna do every single items here and check if anything's in stock. It will then exit the shop here and go to the gear shop right after that, and it's gonna do basically the same exact thing on the gear shop. It's gonna look around and see if anything is on stock, and once it's done, it's gonna wait for the next shop restock. So it is every 5 minutes, and it will do the same thing over again until you press on F7 to stop it. So I'm gonna press F7, and there you go. I can now move freely, and the macro is now stopped. And you can let this macro run for hours overnight and get a lot of really good stuff. I haven't used it a lot yet, but I will be using it, and I will be improving it to add more features that you guys request, because yes, in my Discord server you can actually suggest some improvements, things you want to see in the macros, issues. But yeah, I really hope you will enjoy this macro. With that being said, I'll leave a full cycle of the macros without any skipping, so you guys can see exactly what the macro is supposed to do. You can compare with yourself. If it doesn't work, and see on my screen what the macro is actually doing. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video right after that, so I hope you enjoyed. I'll leave you with this beautiful clip of my macro running.